I have a thing for purple, if you haven't noticed. So much so that I did preaching a sermon on a color, on purple. I've never, as I said, preached a sermon based on a color before, but why not? Why not a color? We're Unitarian Universalists. We choose our sources from many different things. Why not colors? So let me share a little about Purple Rain and other purple things with you. I'd like to give you a little purple history. Purple has been important historically, of course, since the ancient times. Now you see this ancient Roman emperor dressed in his purple, but even way before then. It's a rarity in nature, purple is, and because of the expense of creating it, that's why it mostly was associated with royalty or the bishops in the church, some high-ranking officials, etc. Here's where it came from long ago. The word purple, actually the word, comes from the Old English word purple, which derives from Latin and Greek, and that referred to a Turanian purple dye that was actually made from the mucus secreted by really tiny, spiny dimuric snails. Now, each one of these little snails produced only a single drop of the needed fluid. So to produce 1 pound of dye during these ancient Roman times and before took acquiring 4 million mollusks for 1 pound of dye. That's why it was so expensive and so rare. But as Paul Harvey said, there's more to the story that's kind of interesting. I knew about the snails, but I didn't know about the rest of the story, and I found that as I was preparing for this sermon. This is William Henry Perkins, and this is a picture he took of himself when he was 14 years old. He was a chemist, and he entered the Royal College of Chemistry at age 15, very young. And by 18, he was working as a student to try to develop some synthetic quinine to help for medical purposes. He was not successful. He took his homework home with him to work at it. And he ended up instead with this gunky black mess as he tried to do that. But he found out that when he mixed it with alcohol, it turned purple. Well, William Henry Perkins was a smart lad, and he thought to himself, well, I failed at what I was after, but I found something else. What can I do with this? And he got his dad to back him, and he went into the dye business, making purple dye and then going on to other colors. So that was wonderful, not only for William Henry Perkins, but also for the snails. Saved many of those snails' lives, many snails. Purple, I am told, is the most powerful visible wavelength of electromagnetic energy. So you see where it is on the rainbow, or it's called lavender here, the pure color of purple there, or lavender. It's just a few steps away from X-rays and gamma rays. It has something to do, I tried to read the science about it, and you scientists like Ren and others may be able to share more, but the closeness of some of the atoms or molecules or something as they move around, something like that. But because it's so powerful, we often do connect purple with the supernatural. You look around in many places, purple is connected with the supernatural because it is powerful. And maybe because of its power also, people seem to be passionate about it. People either love purple or they hate purple. And some of you, when I said, wear your purple clothes, something, I'm not going to wear purple. And I thought, oh, wow, I get to wear purple, you know. People love purple or they hate. They see it as a positive or a negative. Purple has been known to symbolize many things. And here are just some of those. Purple symbolizes magic. It symbolizes mystery. Purple symbolizes spirituality. You often see it connected with spirituality. Purple symbolizes creativity. And purple symbolizes justice. I was not aware of that until I started reading about Mardi Gras and the colors that Mardi Gras uses, which are green and gold and purple. And the purple is to symbolize justice. Now, purple also, though, doesn't have totally a positive review. Negative meanings of purple are associated with decadence and conceit and pomposity. Probably because it used to be just royalty that had the purple, you know. And also, Reverend Will Gaffney has reminded us of this that we do have to take note of as far as purple is concerned. And that is that purple is also the color of deep bruises. Purple is the color of angry skin and dried blood. Purple is the color of shrunken lips and swollen tongues of lynched women and men. Purple is the color of the excruciating pain of death by crucifixion. Certainly it has its negative connotations. And sometimes purple is just confusing to us, just confusing. Or at least it was to Jimi Hendrix. I'm not going to sing this, Eric, but I will read the lyrics to Purple Haze. Purple haze all in my brain. Lately things, they don't seem the same. Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Purple haze all around. Don't know if I'm coming up or down. Am I happy or in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. Help me, oh no, no. Ah, yay. Purple haze all in my eyes. Don't know if it's day or night. You got me blowing my mind. Is it tomorrow or just the end of time? Ooh, help me, purple haze. Jimi Hendrix was confused about purple. For some, it might represent confusion, but it's a very interesting color. Now, I've told you a little of the history, a little of the symbolism, and you may be wondering, but Jane, this is a sermon. Where's the meat? Where's the beef? I never saw a purple cow. I never hope to see one, but I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. Actually, it does have something else to it, because purple represents passion and strong emotions. And that's my theme, as you know, for this month of February, is passion. And it seems, folks, like we often have strong emotions many times in our lives, sometimes because of what's going on in our families. But now many of us are having strong emotions even about what's going on in the world. I know that I have been experiencing a high level of emotion for quite some time now. Probably ever since October 3rd when Greg got hit by that van on his bicycle. And then we had Matthew come through. Some of us are still getting over that. Then we had the holidays with all the things that seem to happen with families and others with the holidays. We also, before then we had the election. We had the election. And then we'd had the inauguration and these first days coming through. And I have felt like I'm way up here on my emotional level. I don't know about you all. And I'm just going to share some of the emotions that some of us are having. You can use the sign language, yes, if you've had this one too. So I've been sad. I've been downright depressed sometimes. I've gotten depressed a little bit. Grieving even grieving. I have had fear. Actually been afraid a little bit. I've had shock and surprise. I've had some frustration. And yeah, I've even had anger. Okay. I've had some anger. But I've also had just plain out hilarity. You have to laugh at some things. I've had hilarity. I've had a little bit of mischief feeling as I plan some things out sometimes, a little bit of mischief. You had any mischief feeling? And then I've just had pure joy too, pure joy. Especially when I've gathered with folks like you. It has been a lot of good, strong emotions that we all have. But folks, I've been told and I know it's true just from my own experiences, and I've read a lot about the science behind it too, that we can't stay up there like that, either positive or negative. To have those strong, to be on high alert all the time like that is not good for you. It is not good for you. It will tear you down. And that is why sometimes we have to pull back from these strong emotions. And we have to do it intentionally. Intentionally. We can't just expect it to happen. We have to plan it through spiritual practices like meditation or prayer or listening to calming music, going on walks, hugging our friends or our animal companions, digging in the dirt, whatever does it for you. And we're so fortunate that we have, if you aren't disciplined yourself to do it, you can come here and do it. We have meditation here. We have yoga here. So we have some good things going on here to help you pull back sometimes from those strong emotions. Yes, we need to do that, indeed. But you know what else? I say that other times we should just ride that purple wave. Just ride the wave. Just get on it and see where it takes you. Now, don't drown in it. You got to ride it. But ride that strong emotion. Let that emotion energize you to do the work you need to do. Let it energize you. People have done that before. Here's a situation where the women back in 1913, I found this, I thought this was lovely. They used purple as their color in that march back in 1913, that women's suffrage march, to motivate and energize them to march for suffrage. And we can do the same. We can ride that purple wave, let it energize us. The older I get, and I'm 66 now, but the older I get, the more I seem to be drawn to the color purple. When I was a kid, I used to say my favorite color was blue. But the older I get, I'm drawn to purple. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was that poem that one of my friends gave me when I was in my 40s, and I have on my wall, by the British poet Jenny Joseph. You've heard it before, but I'm going to recite it for you today, and you can follow the words too here. I'm going to close with this. When I am an old woman, I shall wear purple, with a red hat that doesn't suit me, doesn't go. I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we have no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick the flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go or only pickling bread for a week and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. And now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. May it be so. Amen and blessed be.